What is up? Oh, mercy. We have quite the crowd today. Happy Friday, everyone. This is the Lowdown here with Next Level Loan Officers. We're joined by Mr. Kenneth Travis and Pirate Sean.
Yeah.
Sean, what's going on?
What's up, guys?
Yep. No words.
Hey, listen, I'm just me. You never seen a pirate before? What's the deal?
Oh, man. Well, here we are. We've made it to another Friday and another edition of the Lowdown. It's good to see everybody.
Good to see you.
Thanks.
And there's some action happening this week. There's something tomorrow. Oh wait, we're not here to talk about Halloween. Kate,
not.
You been in the tanning bed? Is that where you've been?
No, I've not been in the tanning bed, bro. Okay. This is all natural. So y'all got me on Botox a couple of weeks ago. Now you're talking about tanning.
And we did
on Botox.
The results are in. We polled the audience, and 98% said must have had Botox. So
they got it wrong, like the election.
Must be true.
7,000 votes don't lie.
That's right.
No.
Well, what are we talking about today, guys?
There's the people keep talking about the next G fee or whatever this crap is for the 50 basis points that's kicking in. And now for those of us in Missouri and East Texas, Kellen, you can just turn your ears off for this moment. I think that below 125 on loan amount, they're not affecting it, but anything above that is on those refinances. Their earnings are out on Fannie and Freddie. They're going to be amazing, but they're really concerned about what Q3, which in their world Q3 starts in January, is going to do. As their severe delinquencies are on the rise right now as we experience more of this K-shaped recovery. So I just have one bit of advice for you all. Everybody's got to deal with it. Your company probably has that extra 50 basis points already baked in, and you're selling those rates anyway. So get over it, go sell some loans, and don't think about it again because everybody's got to deal with it. So
good point.
We've seen them. I've noticed it in just some pricing, my 30-day versus my 15-day being, and it may be all the same now, but for a while it was pricing. You could tell a difference between the two. But I think to your point, Sean, it's probably all baked in everywhere now. Which means it's baked in at your competitor too, right? So it's a level playing field.
But Sean's company is a really good example. They double baked it in there.
That's right. Well,
just by branch.
Yeah, you got to get it where you can. So that's a great point, and it'll be interesting too. And I know one of the things, and this is maybe a little off topic, but if you think about 4 years ago at this time, what happened post-election, right? So think back to that moment. I mean, rates literally overnight skyrocketed. I mean, it was a moment in time, and you could see that change. So what do we think, Sean? You're good at this kind of stuff. What are you thinking, or what's your strategy maybe heading into next week?
Well, since all of our fair leaders in Congress, and just so you guys understand my political views, I hate Republicans and Democrats pretty equally. Since those jackoffs decided that they're going to take a vacation until November 9th, you really don't have anything to worry about going into the election because nothing is going to happen. 4 years ago, nobody expected Trump to win, right, except Trump. And I don't even think he expected to win. And the polls lied, and we found out what happened there. And because of that, the markets were like, holy shit, the stock market's going to be amazing. And it's been a 4-year ride that's been pretty epic in the stock market. And so that sold off at the expense of bonds, and they just got hammered with that. There is going to be a stimulus deal at some point, and it is probably going to make rates sell off a little bit because you're going to see thousands upon thousands of dollars and maybe thousands of points in the Dow in like a day or two. That's going to happen when they kick in 1 trillion, 2 trillion, 4 trillion. Who knows what it is. There definitely is going to be more stimulus if there is a blue wave and the Democrats take over. Now the big question is, and how hard the stock market gets hammered is if Biden wins, if there is a blue wave in the Senate, will they strike a deal before January? Will they strike a deal before inauguration? And so that's really what the big question is. Like, low rates are relatively here to stay. It doesn't matter if the Democrats or Republicans win. The coronavirus is bigger, that the K-shaped recovery. There's those of us who are crushing it. There are those industries, if you're in the service and hospitality industry, you're not. And that's the K-shape. That's the arrow going down there. And so the macro factors are going to inflict a lot more pain than anyone or the president is going to do, no matter what happens with it. Scott Gottlieb, who was head chief doctor of something under the Trump administration, he's on CNBC a lot. And he was just talking about yesterday, he thinks December is going to be a really bad month as far as the coronavirus is concerned, because he thinks none of us are going to be good over Thanksgiving, and we're going to have large social gatherings, and there's going to be a metric wave of coronavirus hitting. But he does see a lot of it cleaning up in the springtime. So, let's hope he's right. But the bottom line is the purchase market is still on fire. It's going to be on fire for like the next 4 years. You know this if you've been plugging into us, if you've been plugging into CMA, if you've been plugging into Barry. And like, guys, we need to be in front of our realtors right now. We need to be crushing it there for them.
Yeah. So my advice going in, just heading into next week, just to kind of close that thought out is, and this is really I'm not much of a float guy anyways, when it comes to rates. I mean, I will on a very short leash, but my deal is always, hey, if the borrower likes the rate and it works for them, then let's go ahead and lock it in. And so I think going into next week, we'll have a locked pipeline just in case. I think to your point, Sean, Trump was a wild card, an unknown, which caused a little.
Wait, was a wild card?
Well, was an unknown. Let's do that. Was an unknown 4 years ago, and I think that caused a little gyration in the market. I think pretty much everybody is expecting. I mean, they kind of know what they're going to get. It's just which way is it going to fall?
How much stimulus is there going to be?
That's exactly right. Is it going to be 2.5 or 2 or 4? Right. I think that's kind of where it's going to end up. So, yeah, I would say we'll stick with a locking strategy through next week and keep it all. Keep it all buttoned up.
I'll throw your way.
What's that?
Man, I got something I want to throw your way. So, man, some higher up at Zillow recently left, and they're opening up another. I think there's 400 million. What is it? It's
40 million. It was 40 million.
40 million.
That they were able to raise.
That they're back in a new mortgage company, new online mortgage company that's trying to replace us, right?
Yeah, they're trying to. But you know what? They're keeping a lot of the details of that to themselves. They haven't really shared a lot of details or behind the scenes of really what it looks like, or any specifics, or even what their business model is. But it's coming. And 40 million, Jack, that is no chump change. It's a big raise, man. 40 million, dude, that's some cheese.
It's interesting. The article, these guys wake up really every day trying to remove the loan officer from the process, right? Like, the loan officer is the most expensive part of the process, as it is in a lot of industries. The labor, the human aspect is the most expensive part. So, the reality is, if they feel like they can automate it well enough to remove the loan officer, that's what they're going to do, because the profits then that get left behind are staggering. Now, as you and I and everybody else who's maybe been a part of CMA, Certified Mortgage Advisor, knows, is that personal touch is the part that they will have the hardest time replacing. And, I know that the loan officers that I talk to and the loan officers in my office, that's what we build our brand on, right? It's figuring out the puzzle. It's putting together a situation where the borrower may not be able to go directly to a Quicken or somebody else, a Rocket Mortgage, and push a button and get a mortgage, right? There's a small percent of the population that can, but the reality is that most cannot. And so, again, if you're in that bus and you're trying to figure out, how do I keep preventing this? How do I continue to educate myself and bring value to my referral partners, bring value to my clients? Check out CMA. That is a great way to do it. You can go to becomecma.com. You can sign up today. You can start your classes tonight. And that's an awesome way to kind of combat that. We also talk about that at our Next Level live event, which is coming up as well. KT, why don't you shed a little light on that event?
Yeah. So for you guys that, are still traveling, if you don't know, now you know Texas is open. I can honestly say that Texas is one of the few states that has had a very different view on keeping their economy open. Of course, social distancing and all the other practices are important. But yeah, so December
4th and 5th.
4th and 5th is our live event. Okay, guys, it's 4th and 5th. And we have an early bird special going on with that right now. And you can go to nextleveldallas.com, nextleveldallas.com. And guys, the tickets are $97. Okay, that's free. I know you guys have heard us on previous previous podcasts.
And that's a deal right now. That deal's not lasting forever.
Yeah. So definitely, go to the website, get your ticket, come to the event, especially if you're in the DFW area, or if you're just in Texas in general. I mean, it is a no-brainer. We've got people coming from all over the country. It's going to be a very limited event as far as numbers go. We've had room. Matter of fact, last time we were in Dallas, I think we packed the room 125. We will not have that amount of numbers this time with a lot of the social distancing practices that we're going to put in place.
That's right. It's going to be safe. We're taking a lot of COVID precautions. Even though we're open, we want to be smart about it. We don't want to have to go back into restrictions. So if you're nervous about that, about being out, rest assured this event's going to be, we can be clean. We're going to be clean. In fact, we did an event in Nashville with our members just 30, 60 days ago, and took a lot of precautions, a lot of social distancing, a lot of separation, and it went off without a hitch, no issues or anything from that. So we're going to take those learnings and do the same thing. But come join us, nextleveldallas.com. You can buy your ticket right now. Get yourself a VIP upgrade, sit at the front of the room. It's going to be an awesome 2 days. Again, listen, if you've thought about coming to one of these events, this is the one to come to because the crowd's going to be small. It's just going to be us and a small group.
Get for the dollars you're going to invest, hands-on from us 4 dudes.
From Pirate Pete.
Only 3 here, but don't forget about Shane. That you will get with the attention that we're going to give you. This is by design. We need to keep it smaller for the times, and we just love teaching. We love helping loan officers. And we got to beat fintech. So we've got to be out there to help you. And if you happen to sign up for coaching while you're there, we will have our mastermind that Sunday, Monday afterwards that you can join as well too.
Yep. Love it. I'm going to tell you, man, I had some people say, well, man, I'm so busy. A lot of LOs just, they're drowning in business and they don't want to go and, guys, sometimes we forget to focus on the most important part of our business, and that's marketing. That's scaling. That's when we stop learning, that's where it gets very dangerous for us in our business. And that's why we're having this event. There's a lot of loan officers out there that are struggling to scale their business, right? They're having a hard time. They're just overworked, making a lot of money, right? But I'm just telling you, a lot of people say, well, I can't afford to spend time away from my business. Well, man, you can't afford not to. How much money are you leaving on the table by not being able to, if you're going to scale your business, now's the perfect storm to be able to do that in this environment. But people aren't willing to invest in themselves and create space and just, go through that pain, right? Temporary, to really sit down and understand what the market's doing, the environment that you're living in, and being able to manage the chaos, but also being able to look 5 miles down the road. That is a huge opportunity to really grow and be where you want in your business. And guys, it's worth the investment for the future, for like 3 to 5 years. What we're teaching is going to help you have clarity in the next 3 to 5 years. So we'd love to have you.
And if you want just a small sample of Next Level, we're giving our playbook away for free. You can, of course, buy some nice leather-bound editions if you'd like, but you can just text the word playbook to 484848, and you can get a 2-week manual that you can download. You can just get a little sample of what we have to offer. And yeah, if that's what we're giving away for free, the best is yet to come. So play with that for a little bit and come check us out.
Yeah, so it's actually Playbook 2020, Playbook 2020, and it's 484848.
That's it.
So
I can't take Sean serious today. Man,
let's clean this up a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
It was actually interesting. He, as you were speaking there, Sean, and giving us an update on the market like he did. I was like, man, that's really good. But dude, I can't take him serious with a pirate hat on.
I know, right?
Like
It's actually it's my preschooler's hat. I had to go and sneak this into my car this morning without him looking because we recorded some videos at the office today. Because we are future proofing our business and continually marketing as pirates to our clients and database. And so like I had to go sneak it up in the car just so he wouldn't see me come out this morning.
Yeah,
That's
Sean's
hilarious.
a pirate to his loan officers, man. He's
That's right. Plundering.
Uh,
All right, gang. Well, here we are. We're up against it. We always keep this short and sweet, 15 minutes, and that time just goes by like that. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, KT. Thank you to everybody out there listening and watching. If you have any questions, hit us up. Check us out, nextlevellivedallas.com, or text playbook 2020 to 484848 for a free copy of your playbook. Hey, just hit us up somewhere. If you need something, nextlevellivedallas.com. Check out CMA. We got all kinds of stuff going on. If you need anything, just hit us up. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.
appreciate
you
it.
guys.